What's up everybody, welcome back to another episode of Craftin with Katherine. As you guys know, in a couple of my previous videos, I added a farm and I also added a whole zoo and aquarium section, and since we have so many animals in my world, I feel like it just makes sense if we add a building that could be a vet and an animal rescue and adoption center. So just in case any of the animals get sick or lost, they'll have a place to go, so let's go build it. Alright guys, so here is the vet and adoption center. As you can see, I tried to put this somewhere in the middle between the farm that's on the left and the zoo that's all the way on the right over there. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Obviously right now it is very empty. We still have to decorate the entire thing. But if you can picture this, in the front section of the building, this is going to be like the waiting room. And then as you see, I did put like blocks here and here, and that's going to separate the sides into rooms. So we're going to have 4 examination rooms. Then there's going to be some kind of front desk, like check-in area in the middle. And then you'll be able to walk past that back over here. And this is basically the area where you would find some animals who have been rescued or are up for adoption, and then when they need to get some exercise, you can let them out of their little pens, and we have this cute little backyard area for them to run around in. There's so much natural light in this building, which I love. As you can tell, I put like tons of windows on the roof because I don't really like using torches that much. They kind of just look yucky to me, so the more natural light, the better. Okay, now the first thing I think we should do is extend the walls so we can separate them into rooms. Now that the walls are up, we have 4 examination rooms that all look like this. But since this kind of looks like really plain and boring, I thought it would be cool if we could see what it would look like if we did a rainbow above each door. So let's add some red glass, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. That's kind of fun. I really like that. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. This is actually adorable! So we have before and after. This definitely looks way cuter. Now let's make this side cuter. So we'll punch out the blocks, and now we can have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Because this looks so cute, I feel like I need to add something over in this area, but I don't know what to put there yet, so in the meantime, let's just add some doors to all the rooms. I just thought of a good idea. You know how there's a giant paw print on the outside of this building? Well, why don't we put 2 more on the inside on this wall and this wall? Okay, so we need 3 slabs on the bottom that we can color white. Then we can add 5 blocks here, 3 more here, 1 in the middle, and then we'll have 2 stairs on the sides. So that's the middle of the paw print, and now we just need the little toes. So we can add 2 upside down stairs, a slab, and a block. And there's 1 toe. Now let's do the same thing on this side. 2 stairs, slab, and a block. And then the top toes get 3 stairs, a block, and then a slab on top. Guys, look how cute this is! Now we have a paw print on the outside of the building and 2 on the inside. Okay, so now I want to work on the waiting room area. So we have 1 on this side and 1 on this side, and we can start by putting a small table in the corner, and then we can add some chairs under the windows. Let's put a potted tree in the corner, and then we can put a little fishbowl on the table. Then we can break this wall open a little bit and add a fish tank. Let's put some more potted trees on either side of the entrance. And then over in this waiting section, we can add some chairs, a potted tree, a table with a fishbowl. We can add another fish tank, and we can also add a cat tower. Because the waiting room areas are a little bit dark, I went ahead and added some lights on the ceiling, so now when we think it's a little bit too dark, we can just go ahead and turn the lights on. I think I might also add another ceiling light above each door to the little examination rooms. So we can put one here, here, over here, and here. So let's select the light, put the switch on the wall, and then we can turn it on. Ooh, okay, that definitely looks a lot better. Now let's work on the front desk area so we can have the counter kind of go like this, and then it can turn out this way. And then we can do the same thing going on the other side. Now we can go ahead and add a computer, an office phone, a little notebook, and an office chair. Actually, maybe it would be better if we did it like this. Instead of 2 people sitting at the front desk, maybe we can have 4, so we can add a computer here, and then here and here. I just feel like having computers on the sides of the counters looks a lot more welcoming to the people coming in. So now we can add some phones next to the computers, some notebooks, cups of pencils, and some office chairs. Oh, I love the way this looks! This is definitely a lot better than the first thing I tried. Maybe we can add a sign that says please check in, and then I think that's it for this area. Now let's go work on the examination rooms. Okay, so I want to add one of these cool cat clocks to every room, so let's put it above the door. Then we can add a table to the middle of the room. Then we can add some rolling trays, and on this one we can have a first aid kit, and on this one we can have some pills. Then in the corner we can add a heart monitor, and then we can put a table in the corner over here with some surgical tools. We can add some lights above the table, and so it doesn't look like it's floating, I'm gonna add a wall connecting it to the ceiling. Let's add a little privacy curtain in the corner over here, and then we can add some x-rays and turn the lights on. Now in this room, we can add a purple table. Then we can put the trays over here, and on them we can have a first aid kit and maybe some syringes. Then above that we can have some x-rays. Let's put some oxygen tanks over here. Then we can add another table over here, and on that table we can have some pills. And then on this table we can have a stethoscope. Now we can just add the lights, and we can add the cat clock above the door. Now over in this room, we can add a green table. Then we can have a little curtain. We can add the trays over here. And we can add some surgical tools and a first aid kit. Then we'll add the x-rays, a heart monitor, and over here we can have a small table with some medicine on it. Now let's add the lights above the table, turn them on, and then we can add the cat clock. Now in the last room, we can add a yellow table. Then of course we need the trays with the first aid kit on it. Then we can add some x-rays, some oxygen tanks, a heart monitor. We can put a stethoscope on the table, and then we can add a tray table over here with some syringes on it. Now let's add the lights above the table, and the last thing to do is add the cat clock. Now that all the rooms are done, I want to go around and add some of these pretty rainbow banners. So we can have 2 in the front, and then I want to put another one in the back by the adoption section. There we go. And now the last thing I think I need to do in this area is just add a fence around the backyard. Alright guys, so now that the Vet and Adoption Center is done, let's go on a little tour of the building. So when you first walk in, you see the counter where you can check in, and then you're probably gonna have to wait, so you can just come over here and sit down in the waiting area. Then we have 4 rooms, so over here we have the blue room. Then next to that we have the purple room. Across from the purple room we have the green room. And then next to the green room we have the yellow room. Then if you keep walking past the counters through here, this is the rescue and adoption section. So eventually these areas will be full of animals that people can come pick up and bring home. Now since this building is literally in front of a river, I want to build a rainbow bridge so that the people from the neighborhood and the village can get here. There we go, now we have a giant rainbow bridge so people can take their animals to the vet. So now that the vet and adoption center is done, the last thing that we need to do today is visit the art museum. Okay, so this week we have some artwork from Paul, Ijuni, Amina, Atia, Isabel, Liana, Pearl, Ruby, Super LPS, and Willow. Okay, now I definitely feel like this room needs some fairy lights, so let's go ahead and add some to the ceiling. Alright guys, so now that we added some new artwork, that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye!